Hi there, I'm Mike. What I have for you today is a Zanini Box unboxing, and this time, it's actually a box. That's right, no more unbaggings for Zanini Box. They have graduated to the full-on box style box. It's a box. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal about it. Mostly just because I always call it a Zanini Box unboxing when it very clearly was never a box in the first place. It was always a bag. That's the whole thing. And I would read comments. And I would read comments about, oh, it's not a box, it's a bag. Yeah, you're not wrong, but also shut up. But now it's an actual box, and I have no idea what I'm getting in here. So let's take a look here. We got our cards, and we have our pins. So if you're curious about this while I'm opening it, the full cards and pins pack is $20 plus shipping. You can use my name, mikekaess, to get 10% off your first order if you want to get these. It's a pretty good deal if you want to get everything, but you might not want everything, and there's different packages. You can go on the website and take a look. As always, just a kind of fair warning, not warning, but I'm just coming clean here. Pedro sends them to me for free because he likes my unboxings. I'm sure I'm not the only person on YouTube he sends free pins to, but I don't want to think about that. So the way this works here is there's a couple different levels. It's $20 if you want to get everything, but if you don't want everything, you can get them just kind of individually. And we're going to start with the cards here. I believe the cards are $6. You get the nice page. It comes folded, but you can unfold it and put them in a binder. That's what it's for. And the way these cards work is they're nice, solid, very thick cardboard. They're not like the little thin cardboard pieces. It's a lot thicker than you get from like a baseball card or something like that. The first one here is X-Man from Age of Apocalypse there. There's always a little bit on the back here. So X-Man #1, it's got the publisher, the date, all that stuff. There's a QR code on all of these so you can buy a digital version of whatever it is, in this case, this comic. There's also a little spot down here for an autograph. If you find someone that you happen to have this card on you and you want them to sign it, I guess. I don't really know what's there, but X-Men is cool. I'm pretty sure he's a Summers, right? The next one's Batman here, the DC Universe Rebirth Batman issue #1. On the back right there, you can get the little information. That was released June 15th, 2016. So it's basically a 4-year-old comic you get, because I am recording this at the end-ish of June. But this is July's box. I think I neglected to say that, but this is July's box. Next, we have a card for Thanos #1 here. Thanos definitely got a bit of a bump in popularity due to Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. He's become more of a staple, a household name, rather than just a name relegated to people that like the Marvel comics comic-wise, or played Marvel vs. Capcom incessantly in their teenage years, which was me. Another thing I like about this is I get to talk about these properties and kind of my relationship with them, and it's kind of a fun, eclectic collection of things to talk about here. The next one here is Back to the Future. This is the first one. I remember watching this at my friend Brad's house, and I liked it, but also it was boring. I mean, it came out in 85. I think I saw it in like 89 or 90. Come on, I was 7, 8. I like the idea behind it. Time travel, cool car. There was that gunfight scene at the beginning of the movie with the terrorists or whatever. But overall, kind of a slow movie. Number 2 and 3 were a lot cooler for a kid. This is the back of that one. You can kind of see it. July 3rd, 1985. Anyway, as I got older, obviously I appreciated Back to the Future more, just like Star Wars. Like, I liked Star Wars, but as a kid, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi were cooler than the first Star Wars, because Star Wars is a bit of a slow burner. The next one is a movie I have to confess, I've never seen The Godfather. Any of The Godfather, I've never seen them. 1972, March 24th, Francis Ford Coppola. Just never seen them. I'm not a movie buff, so, you know, it's fine. Although I have seen this movie. I saw this movie in theaters like 3 times, because at the time I thought it was just the coolest movie. It was a brain teaser for sure. Like, is he seeing these? All this stuff. Next, we got this little Cuphead game. I believe if you use the QR code, it just takes you to a link so you can download it. It's It's got the little release date there, the publisher, things like that. I haven't played Cuphead. By all rights, I've heard it's a fantastic game. Bullet hell games are not my forte. It just sounds fun. I just haven't played it. This is another one that I haven't played. This is Outer Worlds. I've, again, heard good things about it, and it's done by Obsidian Entertainment, who's made some fantastic games there. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about that, but it does, it looks cool. I just haven't played it. Maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know. And lastly, the last card you get here is Lost Season 1. And then again, on the back here, you got little 2005. Man, 2005 was a crazy, crazy year for TV. You had Heroes, you had The Office, you got Lost. It was a big year for TV. Lost was like a event. When I moved to Texas, they showed Lost episodes as they aired at the Alamo Draft House, which was nuts. But I remember about 3 or 4 seasons into Lost, I just kind of got over it. I realized that they weren't ever going to tell us anything, and I just kind of abandoned watching it, and I was vindicated when the series ended and nothing happened. J.J. Abrams, you suck at stories. You just do. You're really good at creating mysteries. You're terrible at answering them. And I'm saying this because I know J.J. Abrams is watching. I know he's a big fan of my channel. So those are the cards. Those are $6 or $20 if you want to buy the whole thing. Next, we're moving on to the pins. There's 5 pins. The first 3 are part of the basic pack. Then there's the standard pack where you get 1 more. And then there's the premium pack where you get all 5 pins. I think it's $10 if you just want to buy the first 3 pins. The first pin here is probably going to be a favorite with some of my horror friends here. The friends, I don't really have horror friends. Friends who like horror things. Hellraiser here, Pinhead. I've never seen any of the Hellraiser movies. And it's not like I don't want to. I just, growing up, this sort of thing I wasn't really allowed to watch. I wasn't really into. It just sort of passed by me and I never went back to go watch it. Number 2 was a character that I was into a lot as a kid, Garfield. My grandma was obsessed with Garfield. Garfield everything in her house. I liked the Garfield and Friends cartoon a lot. Over the years though, I have realized that Garfield is not funny. And you know, with things like Lasagna Cat and Garfield minus Garfield, they just kind of go out of their way to show how not funny Garfield is. But Garfield will always be part of my childhood. Next we have the Duke Nukem. Now I loved Duke Nukem, and I'm gonna pull out the old person card here. I love Duke Nukem before Duke Nukem 3D. I played the first 2 Duke Nukem games. My dad downloaded them off of a BBS. If you don't know what a BBS is, I don't even know if you're old enough to be watching this, but you probably are. I'm old. But I played the first 2 Duke Nukem games a lot. I loved them. Duke Nukem 3D got a little racy, so to speak. Duke Nukem is a Doom ripoff that uses one-liners from The Evil Dead. That's what it is in a nutshell. But there was a tie to this game with one of my favorite games as a kid, called Cosmo. I think it was made by the same developers, and I realized that my wife and her whole family played Cosmo too. And I think part in the game where you free Duke Nukem from like an icy prison, and he like blasts away in a rocket and says, "I'll see you in Duke Nukem 3D" or whatever. Yeah, Duke Nukem, that was a part of my childhood for sure. So again, that's the basic pack. For like $2 or $3 more, you can add one more pin. This pin is Scarlet. I'm pretty sure this pin wasn't available in the regular line. He sent this to me in a previous box just to send it to me because he knows I like the G.I. Joe pins. So this is a good chance to get your Scarlet pin here. Scarlet is a staple of the G.I. Joe team. I can't wait to get her figure. I've got it ordered for the Classics line, so we'll see. Or the Classified line, I should say. We'll see when that comes. That'll be fun to get. And then the last pin is, I think, $15, and you get the pin and then metal backings instead of rubber backings for it. And that's Iron Man here. So you just get a nice little Marvel Iron Man pin, and that's good. Was he in the beat 'em up game? The Marvel beat 'em up game? Like, I know Vision and Captain America and Hawkeye were. Maybe Iron Man wasn't, but I've known who Iron Man was, but it wasn't really until they did those cartoons in the 90s, and there was an Iron Man cartoon. It's sort of in the same vein as like the X-Men, and I think they did a Fantastic Four one, and stuff like that. So Iron Man had his, and I of course watched that. So I've been a fan of Iron Man for a while. It's really cool. They chose him to be sort of the main character of the MCU because, believe it or not, Iron Man was never really a main character or a main part of the Avengers. Like, he wasn't not, but he wasn't like the central focus of it. But now it's kind of elevated him to like the big three, so to speak. But yeah, that's it for the box. You get the cards and all 5 pins for 20 bucks, or you can pay less than that and just get kind of what you want. I'm gonna put the pins in order that I like them. This is gonna be tough for me because honestly, and just truthfully speaking, this is not a strong box for me. One of them I already got. Some of the properties I'm just not a big fan of. I don't hate them, but I will say, of all like the loot crates and things like that, I like getting this box the most because it creates the least amount of waste. I don't feel like the need to throw anything out of these. I don't feel like some of this stuff is just garbage. Like, pins are objectively things. They're nice metal, very high quality enamel pins. These fit nicely into a binder. They just don't take up space. It's pretty good. I like it. So I'm gonna put these in order. I'm gonna start with Scarlet. I'm gonna do Duke Nukem number 2, Iron Man number 3, Garfield number 4, Hellraiser number 5. So what's your order? Go ahead and put that down here. This is my order. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I don't know why I did that. That's weird. Let me know down the downstairs area what you thought of this. Are you gonna pick this up? Did you get it? What did you think of it? All those questions. I like to read and respond to each and every one of them when I get a chance to. I'd like to just remind everybody this will probably be my last video for a bit because I will be out of town for a couple weeks. I actually might have just uploaded this sort of into being gone just so I can space out some releases and not have nothing uploaded for a while. But yeah, I am going to be light on uploads for a bit. Or if I've been light on uploads for a bit, that's why. But I hope you've been good. I've hopefully been good as well. I don't know, this is the past. I'd like to take a moment to thank these people here for supporting me on Patreon at an unboxing level or higher. It's very nice that you guys would do that. There's not many of you, but you're all each very special to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I know people say that a lot at the end of YouTube videos, but it does help out when you do that, and it helps out to mention it. Fun fact. And with that, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.